So what's the secret to not going broke while trying to look rich? Simple. Look poor instead. Yep. It's not only easier on your wallet, but it will actually save your sanity too. Trust me, looking rich is overrated. What's underrated is looking like you don't care, because that's when you win at life. Let me tell you this, being financially humble is the real power move. And I'll tell you why. But before we go ahead, if you're new to the channel, my name is Prabha. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because here I talk about little things that add value to our lives. Let's talk about the real cost of looking rich. Say you just dropped a chunk of your savings on a luxury car or a super expensive watch. Feels good, right? But here's the catch. It's not just a one-time expense. Oh no, that fancy car, it's like a needy partner who constantly demands attention. Oil changes, premium gas, and don't even get me started on the insurance. It's like adopting a pet, but instead of cuddles, it gives you an empty wallet and existential dread. And that lifestyle? It's like a treadmill that never stops. Once you're on it, you're constantly trying to keep up with the latest trends, the newest iPhone, the fanciest shoes, and suddenly you're competing with people who are as lost in the cycle as you are. You might have just wanted the car, but soon you're deep in a world of high-maintenance luxury that doesn't let you breathe. So here's a pro tip that won't cost you a dime, but will add serious value to your life. Subscribe to my channel and smash that notification bell like it owes you money. And hey, if you're enjoying this one, hit that like button. It'll help me reach more people and, validate my existence just a little bit. Now, let's pause for a second. What if I told you you're already richer than you think? Yeah, here's the truth, folks. You are richer than you think. Seriously, we fall into this trap of comparing ourselves to others. We see someone with a nicer car or a bigger house and we immediately feel like we're behind. But guess what? A lot of those people, despite the six figures income, are living paycheck to paycheck. They're one emergency away from being in serious financial trouble. On the other hand, you're probably in a much better spot than you realize. They're driving a Lexus, but they are sweating bullets every time a bill arrives. Living that luxury life? I don't know. So stop trying to prove your worth through material things. True wealth is being able to handle life's curveballs without breaking a sweat. Job loss, medical emergencies. If you're financially stable and not drowning in debt, you're already winning the game. And speaking about winning, let's talk about the real prize, freedom. The kind that lets you walk away from work whenever you want. Now imagine this, you've built enough wealth that you can retire before the rest of the world can even think about it. Or better yet, you've saved up enough that if you woke up tomorrow and decided, I'm done with work, you could walk away and still be fine. That's financial freedom. Forget about trying to look rich today when you could be rich and live richer without financial anxiety. Retiring early is like the ultimate mic drop. Except you're dropping your 9 to 5, not just a beat. The whole point of financial success isn't just to have flashy things, it's to have the freedom to live life on your terms. While everyone else is chasing after the next paycheck, you're chilling. Maybe sipping coffee in your backyard, wondering what all the fuss is about. And guess what? You don't even need that much to be comfortable. Chances are you already have most of what you need. Look around your house right now. What do you see? You've got a roof over your head, clothes, food in the fridge. Congratulations, you've got the essentials. But we trick ourselves into thinking we need more, always more. The truth is, you probably don't. Next time you get the urge to buy something, sleep on it. Ask yourself, do I really need this or am I just bored? Trust me, I know this because I've made these mistakes. Buying fancy and expensive things which I'd admire for a week and then never use them again. So instead of chasing after the next shiny things, focus on making the most out of what you already have. Chances are you probably have enough. And because we always chase materialistic things, we usually end up making worst possible choices on that rare occasion when some extra cash lands in our lap. For example, got a $5,000 bonus at work? Great. Now, most people immediately think vacation time or time to upgrade that car, especially when Instagram is calling. But what if you did something wild, like not blowing it all on something temporary? Use that money to invest in your future, pay off your debts, start a side hustle, or put it in appreciating assets. Trust me, future you will appreciate the gesture more than that 5-day trip to Hawaii. Let's be honest, no one's scrolling Instagram and thinking, wow, I wish I were on that vacation. They're too busy planning their own. Think of that bonus as an opportunity to make the long-term gains, not a short-term flex. Because while that new car might look good now, it won't feel so great when the bills start piling up. And this doesn't stop here. Wanting more and more will drain you financially and mentally. Let's talk about how and why having too much stuff can actually affect your mental health. The more you own, the more it owns you. Got a big house? Guess what? More rooms to clean, more repairs to make, more stress. Got an expensive car? You're not just maintaining it, you're maintaining your image. And it's exhausting. Eventually, it all becomes too much and you find yourself trapped in an endless loop of working to pay for things you don't even have time to enjoy. It's like buying a mansion just to realize you only live in the kitchen and bedroom anyway. If you're constantly chasing more stuff, you're sacrificing your mental health. Less is often more. Fewer things mean fewer responsibilities. And trust me, mental freedom is worth way more than material possessions. So before you find yourself working extra hours just to keep up, let's break down why those expensive purchases may not be worth it. Let's do the math. You bought that fancy car or you splurged on a dream house, but now you're working late nights or weekends just to keep up with the payments. Was it worth it? You've traded your time, the time you could have spent with friends or family, to pay for something that's draining your energy. Time is one thing you can't buy back. You're working 60 hours a week so you can afford the car you never have time to drive. Make it make sense. Instead of chasing these material milestones, focus on buying yourself time, freedom, and peace of mind. Trust me, future you will be grateful to you. And remember, you don't have to deprive yourself. It's all about spending smartly. Let me clear something up real quick. There's a huge difference between being frugal and being cheap. Being frugal does not mean being cheap. Frugal people spend wisely. They'll buy quality things that last longer and add value to their life. Cheap people, they'll buy absolute cheapest thing and then wonder why it falls apart after a week. It's like buying an umbrella for $1 in a rainstorm. Sure, it's cheap, until the wind flips it inside out and now you're just a wet mess. Frugality is about spending intentionally, making sure that when you do buy something, it's worth the money. Cheapness, on the other hand, is cutting corners at the expense of quality, and it will end up costing you more than what you should have initially. Frugal people plan ahead, cheap people react, and trust me, reacting always costs more in the long run. So here's the takeaway. Looking poor does not mean living like a cheapskate. It means spending smart, not showing off. It's about focusing on what really matters: your financial security, your freedom, and your peace of mind. Buy quality things that actually serve you, invest in yourself, and stop worrying about what others think. Spoiler alert, they don't care about your fancy car as much as you think they do. Trust me, no one's lying awake at night and thinking, wow, if only I had their gold-plated fridge. No, they're busy worrying about their own stuff. So next time you're tempted to blow your savings on something flashy, remember, looking poor is the true flex. It means you're confident, financially secure, and focused on what really matters. And that, my friends, is the ultimate power move. So are you ready to embrace the power of looking poor and stop pretending to be a Kardashian? Hit that like button if you're with me. Let me know in the comments what tips and tricks you use to actually become rich, not to look rich. Let's be real. The rich people aren't showing you how they stay rich because they don't show off. But we can figure it out. And of course, subscribe if you want more brutally honest money saving tips, because unlike an expensive car, that's actually free without any maintenance. Alright, see you later folks.